Hey everyone. So, remember the other day when I said that I was fed up? Well, if you don't know about that, you can go back to my previous video. But I am 55 years old. This is for the women who are 50 and up, even in their 40s and up, that are single, divorced, widowed. This dating game is crazy. So let me talk to you about it. Let me tell you what happened. So about the beginning of this year. That's what it was. The beginning of this year. Y'all listening? The beginning of this year. I'm over in my new complex, and guy walks in. He's checking out the new complex and everything. He's looking at me. I'm looking at him. You know, handsome, very handsome. So he starts talking to me, having a brief conversation, and I'm like, oh, this is nice. Okay. We get to the point of exchanging the numbers. Thank God he didn't say, can I have your Instagram handle? That's another time for another day. But anyway, so we exchange numbers. He calls me. Everything's fine, right? Everything's fine. Remember that. Everything is fine. Calls me, sets up a date for lunch. I said, okay, not a problem. So he sets up a date. We're supposed to go to lunch at 12 o'clock. Day before, we're still talking. He's confirming. So we get to the next day. At 11:37 in the morning, I don't get a call. I get a text saying that his day is running behind and that he is going to have to cancel. I said 11:37. Our lunch date was at 12. He texted me at 11:37. Didn't call, didn't do anything. He texted me. Okay, not a problem. I left that. I was like, you couldn't pick up the phone and I said, okay, thank you. I forgot what I said. But anyway, I left it at that. We're going to fast forward. I really don't use that word, but we are going to fast forward to now, months later. My daughter tells me to get back on this dating app. We're going to use the initials, F to the B. I get on there. There's a guy. He matches with me. Right? Hold on, my alarm. So are you listening to me? He matches with me. Right? All right. We're talking. Oh no, I gotta get my phone so I could tell y'all what he said. What he said? Oh, wait. Okay. So he matches with me and will say, you in, he says where I am, the location. I say, yeah, I'm around that vicinity. That's where I live. He goes, it seems like, did we cross paths? Wait, I gotta tell y'all. I have to tell y'all exactly what he said. Hold on, I'll be right back. Okay, so I'm back. So he goes, I tell him where I am, right? I tell him the location. I say, yes, I am in, thank you. He said, you're welcome. He said, we crossed paths before. I said, yes, we have. He said, you still have my number? I believe we may have had 2 or 3 conversations. I don't have in a dealer stored in my phone. I was looking for it. So you know what I said? I said, sir, we definitely talked before. Enough for numbers to be exchanged. Then you vanished and resurfaced on Facebook dating like we were strangers. He goes, I agree. And he leaves it at that. So I say nothing else. So then he messages me again. The next day. So you're just going to be like me and vanish? Let's connect. I said, I didn't vanish. I said, you said I agree. There was nothing for me to say afterwards. Like, what am I supposed to say after that when somebody says I agree? ... Wait, am I supposed to go back and forth? I don't do the going back and forth. I don't do the arguing. I'm not doing the arguing. I'm not raising my voice. I don't believe in conflict. I don't believe in confusion. So I'm not going to do that. So I said there was nothing for me to say after that. I said, how do we connect? I said, and if we do connect, will it be a repeat performance? He goes, I have an extraordinary performance for you. I don't know what that means. I said, what does that mean? He said, it's not a repeat performance, something that will put a smile on your pretty face. I left that right there. I answered later. I said, oh, I don't have your number. I don't know. Like, what am I supposed to do with that, people? Like, what do I do with that? I'm not understanding. I mean, how we used to date before, like, I don't know. They just showed up. I'm from the North. I'm from New York City. Like, the men just showed up. Chivalry was not dead. I didn't have to, like jump through hoops. I didn't have to, like, read through subliminal messages. I don't understand the ghosting and all that. Like, can somebody please help me? Help me. Let's have an honest conversation. Let's not be bitter or be angry, or let's have an honest conversation. I need y'all to talk to me in there. Like, tell me, like, what is this? Like, really? I mean, because I love myself. Well, I love God first. I have so much joy in me now. But what is that? Can y'all tell me? Okay.